Hello, my name is Laurel Mateka, and I am the project manager for the Communities of Practice with Early Childhood Professional Learning, ECPL. Today, I'd like to share an overview of our Communities of Practice for Preschool for All and Preschool for All expansion leaders. To begin, Early Childhood Professional Learning is funded by ISBE to provide support, networking, and shared learning through communities of practice for Preschool for All expansion, administrators, directors, and program leaders. In service to our mission of supporting high-quality practices in early childhood education and care, we provide free professional learning, resources, and information that promote positive outcomes for young children and their families. So, what is a community of practice? A community of practice is a welcoming environment of role-alike individuals who collaborate and network to improve practices and outcomes to become better leaders. By engaging with peers and experts, leaders gain new strategies for instruction, family engagement, compliance, and staff development, thereby directly raising the quality of their programs and improving outcomes for staff, students, and families. What a community of practice is not. A community of practice is not a passive training. It does not involve direct knowledge building, though you will get knowledge from your peers. It is not a sit and get. It is not traditional one-way professional development, and it is not a format like a workshop where participants are receivers of information. In a community of practice, participants are expected and prefer to be active members. They come as they are, they participate fully, they keep their camera on in order to provide a welcoming collaborative space, they contribute as they can, they pose questions, they offer ideas and solutions, and they share resources with their colleagues. In a community of practice, participants don't attend the meeting to lurk and participate passively. They don't refuse to contribute by sharing ideas. They don't keep their camera off because it would be difficult to build relationships with their colleagues with cameras off. They don't multitask for the 1 hour a month that they're with their colleagues. And they don't avoid collaboration. And they don't attend these meetings assuming they have all the answers. Members of a community of practice are there to learn, to share, to grow, and contribute in a meaningful way. At the end of the day, every member of a community of practice gets out what they put in. So what are the benefits in joining a COP for program leaders? First, shared problem solving and support. Leaders often face complex challenges from staffing to curriculum to family engagement. The COP provides a trusted space to exchange strategies, brainstorm solutions, and learn from peers who truly understand the demands of early childhood leadership. 2, professional growth and reflection. Participation encourages continuous learning. Leaders will gain new perspectives. They'll reflect on their own practices and align their decision-making with current research and best practices in early childhood education. 3, they have access to collective expertise. Each member of a COP brings unique knowledge, resources, and experiences. By joining other leaders, both new and experienced, all members of a COP will tap into a collective brain trust that expands their own toolkit for addressing program needs. 4, networking and collaboration opportunities. A COP fosters connections with other leaders across programs and regions. These relationships often lead to collaborations, partnerships, and ongoing professional friendships that strengthen the entire field. 5, increased capacity for program improvement. Through shared learning, leaders gain concrete ideas, tools, and resources that can be directly applied to improve classroom quality, family engagement, compliance, and staff development. 6, renewed motivation and inspiration. Leadership can sometimes feel isolating. A COP provides encouragement, celebrates successes, and reminds leaders that they are part of a larger movement dedicated to high-quality outcome for young children and families. How will the COP be structured? We are structuring our communities of practice around the birth to 5 areas. COP participants will be grouped by area in order to facilitate their ability to share similar experiences and engage in virtual and also potentially in-person networking opportunities. Between COP meetings, COP participants are encouraged to keep their connections strong by networking within their area and across the state. But within your area, you'll be able to even visit programs if you want to see practices in action after hearing about them in the virtual monthly meetings. The meeting format will be monthly. It is virtual for 1 hour, and it is facilitated by a member of the ECPL team. The topics for our communities of practice will be standardized by area across the state. However, because of the nature of every group, the discussions and resource sharing will be differentiated based on the needs of the group. Session topics are aligned with state compliance requirements, quality indicators, and accelerate standards, and they are customized to each COP based on the needs assessment that each member will take prior to the first session. Session 1, the topic will be program design, system development, and quality improvement. Session 2 will focus on recruitment, screening, eligibility, and enrollment. Session 3 will focus on curriculum and assessment from the leader's perspective. Session 4 will focus on community partnerships and comprehensive services. Session 5 will focus on staff qualifications and professional learning. And finally, Session 6 will focus on family engagement. Why should you join a COP for leaders? Because when leaders grow through COP participation, their programs grow too, improving outcomes for staff, children, and families. So, after all, are you ready? Because we want you to participate in our communities of practice. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, Laurel Mateka, at the email listed there. And I'd encourage you to visit our ECPL website at the link as well posted to learn more about all of our professional development opportunities. Thank you so much. Have a great day.